I'm sorry. I don't understand where all of this is coming from. I thought that we were fine. Oh, we had everything. Okay, all stupid song references aside, I'm sorry, but I think this does need to be said at this point. Because right now, the Montreal Canadiens have one of the best narratives around their team and their young guys in the NHL. In particular, one young guy, whom we had spoken about yesterday, has been doing so well. But I'm sorry. We have to go out there and say that whatever it is Habs fans might be expecting this guy to accomplish in the next few months, I'm going to say it right here. I don't think it's a slam dunk. Today, we are talking once more about a defenseman, one of the only defensemen in the NHL to have scored 50 points as a rookie, joining a list of Makar, Hughes, and Seider since Nicholas Lindstrom back in the gosh darn 90s. Yeah, it's Lane Hutson, everybody. We made a video yesterday talking about this very talking point. And one of the biggest things about Lane Hutson that everybody in Habs Nation has been talking about the past few months, really, has been the NHL's Rookie of the Year conversation. With another 2 points against the Seattle Kraken on Wednesday, bringing him up to 51 points in 65 games played, putting him on pace for 64 points on the season, Lane Hutson is in a spot where he is one of the highest scoring gosh darn defensemen in the entire National Hockey League. Right now, in the National Hockey League, there are only 4 defensemen total who have more points than Lane Hutson does. One of them is Quinn Hughes. He doesn't have as many games played as any of these guys, but he's well over a point per game. The other is Zach Werenski, whom you might debate is leading the charge for this year's Norris conversation. You also have Evan Bouchard in there, top defenseman for the Edmonton Oilers, feeding off of all those Draisaitl points. And number 1 is Cale Makar, who leads all defensemen in scoring this year. Everybody else, Hedman, Dahlin, Morrissey, heck, Evan Bouchard before yesterday, they all had, or currently have, the same amount of points as Lane Hutson. There are only 4 D-men in the entire league who have more points than this dude, and he's a rookie. So it would stand to notice that, hey, this guy's one of the top defensemen in scoring. The rookie race is led by him. He's leading everybody else. Macklin, Celebrini, Matvei Mishkov, everybody else there too. Hudson's number 1 in rookie points. It would not stand to reason that he would be the leader in this year's Calder race, right? But here's the thing. There is a guy whose name is not going to pop up in any of these Calder rookie scoring race numbers. He doesn't produce any points. He's going out there and helping his team out in a very extreme way, and he happens to be doing it from the back end. Ladies and gentlemen, we need to talk about Dustin Wolf, because not only is he, in many people's opinions, the runner-up to Lane Hutson this season for the Calder Trophy, you could very well debate he should be ahead of Lane. Right now, Dustin Wolf, at 23 years old, as a 6 feet, 174 pound goaltender, yeah, that's right, he's 6 feet, 174, he's a small guy. Dustin Wolf right now has a .915 save percentage for the Calgary Flames. At .253 goals against, in 39 games played, he is 22, 12, and 5. The Calgary Flames are on the outside looking in, or if not actually on the inside, of the playoff race in the wild card in the West. And lo and behold, it's not Dan Vladar who's gone out there and held the fort. It's absolutely not any of the other guys that have rotated around there. It's Dustin Wolf. He started the year as a rookie. Now he's the number 1. He is the undisputed relied upon number 1. He has well overtaken Dan Vladar, and he's 8th overall in NHL save percentage this year. You can say that for a guy who's playing on a team as mid as the Calgary Flames, for Dustin Wolf to have accrued 49 points out of a possible 78, for him to have a .628 points percentage in the games that he plays, you could very well debate that this guy is single-handedly keeping the Calgary Flames alive in the playoff race, and therefore not even should be one of the runners for the Rookie of the Year, but one of the runners for the Hart Trophy? Let's take a look at some tweets. Rono from Andy and Rono tweeted this out on January 27th. Calgary is in the playoff race because of Dustin Wolf. That's why he's my pick for the Calder Memorial Trophy now. And actually, if the Flames make the playoffs, Wolf should get some votes for the Hart Memorial Trophy. I'm serious. You have Hattie K. Went out there and said this on Twitter. Listen, I'm a Montreal Canadiens fan. I'd love to see Lane Hutson get the Calder. But no rookie has been more important to his team's success than Dustin Wolf. Not one. He beat the odds and silenced detractors at every level. Time to give him his flowers. Furthermore, you had yourselves this post made by In the Dome on March 9th. The Calgary Flames are 32nd in total goals for, 32nd in total all situations goals for, 32nd in 5v5 goals for per 60, 32nd in all situations goals for per 60, 26th in 5v5 high danger chances per 60, and 24th in all situations high danger chances per 60. No one on the Flames is on pace for 60 points. No one on the Flames is on pace for 30 goals. There are only 3 forwards on pace for 40-plus points. But they're in the playoff spot. And then you had yourselves this reply. Whenever you want to scoff at the idea that Dustin Wolf is not deserving of Hart consideration, check out these numbers for a team that currently sits in a playoff spot. The Calgary Flames are not scoring. They don't score. But they're in a playoff spot. But they're getting 6.28 points percentage goaltending from a rookie. If the Calgary Flames squeak into the playoffs, there has been this conversation floating around that says that Dustin Wolf could legitimately get Hart votes. And it's gotten to the point now where I think for a lot of Flames fans, not only are they paying attention to this Calder race, because I think at this point, it's not Hutson, Macklin, Celebrini, and Mishkov. I think it's Hutson, Celebrini, and Wolf. And a lot of Flames fans I'm seeing, they're not even paying attention to this Calder conversation. They're talking about the Hart. They're talking about what this guy could be doing to carry his team into the playoffs. Now, whether or not that means Vezina, I don't know. I don't buy it, because I think the Vezina Trophy is going to go to Connor Hellebuyck this year. The Vezina isn't necessarily who is more important to their team. It's like, who's the best goalie? And I think a lot of us will agree that Connor Hellebuyck is the best goaltender on the planet, living and breathing alive today, doing his thing and doing what it is that he does. However, that doesn't necessarily mean that he is the quote-unquote most valuable player to his team. Connor Hellebuyck could be getting Hart votes, but you know what does make a little bit more sense? Dustin Wolf getting Hart votes over Connor Hellebuyck. Because, let's face it, the Winnipeg Jets are such a powerhouse. They have guys scoring left, right, and center. They're getting goal support. They're getting a lot of guys producing. It's been a party in Winnipeg. They're second overall in the league in goals for, and they're the #1 goal differential team. The Calgary Flames aren't getting jack from any of their forwards. Nobody's on pace for 60 points. Nobody's on pace for 30 goals. The Flames don't score. Yet they're getting willed into the playoffs by whatever powers that be because of this gosh darn goalie. You can say that a possibility exists where Dustin Wolf, maybe he wins the Calder, maybe he doesn't. Maybe Lane Hutson and his overall point production from defense is able to overtake Wolf in that narrative. That wouldn't be surprising. I'm saying it's not a slam dunk, but it wouldn't be surprising. There is a world where Dustin Wolf is more of a Hart contender goaltender than Connor Hellebuyck, despite Connor Hellebuyck winning the Vezina and maybe even Lane Hutson winning the Calder. If there's a narrative that goes around strongly enough that says, hey, Calgary's going to make the dance because of this one guy, it's going to be Taylor Hall all over again. Not because Taylor Hall's like the best player on earth, but because in terms of quantifying the value that one player has to their team, a team that's able to exhibit success and find a playoff spot, Dustin Wolf might be that guy. So I'm making this video, Habs fans, just to say, watch out. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below about this Dustin Wolf conversation and whether or not you think he does have a leg up on Lane Hutson. Could he win the Calder? Will he win the Calder? Who's going to take it at the end of the day? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. I hope you enjoyed this video. And bye.